listeners, to today's episode 2 of Rome's Marketing Podcast, where we delve a little deeper into the fascinating world of the future of marketing. And this episode, creative brands. I'm your host, Rome's. Marketing is no new concept. We see advertisements every day. The second we wake up or fall asleep, there's a brand nearby. Even those which are well hidden. If you own a piece of clothing, the brand who manufactures put their logo there so you know who they are. It must be trusted, and we need to know who produces the clothing. This episode will be exploring some of the most creative brands in marketing, the intriguing concept of winner takes all marketing with the Internet of Brains, and much more. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's dive right in. To kick things off, I have for you today a top 5 list. And this top 5 list is no ordinary top 5 list. It contains the top 5 most creative brands in marketing, according to my Copilot AI software anyway. These companies have truly set themselves apart with their innovative approaches and have redefined what it means to be creative in their given industry. My co-host today, also not your conventional co-host, one which has helped me with writing this podcast, artificial intelligence. What? An AI chat reader as a co-host with episode 3 or 4, which discusses AI and ethics in AI, not too far away. I felt as if it was a good introduction into AI. Without further ado, take us away, AI chat reader, with the top 5 most creative brands in marketing.
Number 1, Nike. Known for its bold and inspirational campaigns, Nike has consistently pushed the boundaries of creativity. Their Just Do It slogan and collaborations with athletes and artists have made them a household name. Number 2, Apple. Apple's marketing strategy focuses on simplicity and elegance. Their product launches are highly anticipated events, and their advertisements often evoke strong emotional responses. Number 3, Coca-Cola. With its iconic red and white branding, Coca-Cola has mastered the art of storytelling. Their campaigns often center around themes of happiness and togetherness, making them a global favorite. Number 4, Dove. Dove's Real Beauty campaign challenged societal norms and promoted body positivity. By showcasing real people and their stories, Dove created a powerful and relatable brand image. Number 5, Old Spice. Known for its humorous and quirky ads, Old Spice redefined men's grooming products. Their memorable commercials have turned an everyday product into a cultural phenomenon.
And as easy as that, my AI chatbot host completes the top 5 creative brands in marketing. Let's work our way through some of the brands in this list. And it's no wonder they are considered the top creative brands in marketing. Perhaps the 3 super brands within this list, Nike, Apple, and Coca-Cola, know all too well the successes that come with creative branding. Only recently, Coca-Cola have introduced an advertisement which incorporates a very heavily edited promotional video within a museum and the bottle of Coke transitioning into different scenes with cool effects and edits. 1 second, the bottle of Coke is with a digital artwork style sculpture, next being thrown to a pirate on an adventure overseas, before being thrown across screen and museum backdrop to what looks like a gravity-defying librarian, next to stylish African women, to maybe a person who was in the museum who gets lost in some artwork, to throw the bottle of Coke again back out of the artwork and caught by a metal type statue. Anyway, you get the picture. A long-serving drink and the endless connection of possibilities that Coca-Cola offer. If you haven't already seen it, check out the description in this podcast for a link. Yet their most recent, a very generic Christmas advertisement. What's creative about it? The consistency of the annual advertisement bringing together the entire world, even with a snow globe looking space shuttle and polar bears watching the news. Real magic indeed, and again supporting them as a brand to continually show creativity in their marketing concepts. Next up, let's explore the concept of winner takes all marketing with the internet of brains or behaviors. This futuristic idea revolves around interconnectedness of human minds where data and insights are shared seamlessly. Imagine a world where marketers can tap into a collective consciousness to predict trends and consumer behavior accurately. The use of data to drive behaviors is extremely useful in marketing. Again, not actually a new concept, but with access to AI market research tools, marketing in the future becomes easier. So much easier, in fact, that personalization is more within reach and a much more basic concept. Many of you may be familiar with IoT or Internet of Things, which focuses more on behavior data analysis. This may sound like science fiction. We're already seeing early signs with technologies like AI and machine learning. Companies are leveraging data to create hyper-personalized marketing strategies that resonate with individual consumers on a deeper level. The winner-takes-all approach means that those who can harness this technology most effectively will dominate the market. What brands have we seen actually leverage this technology most effectively thus far? Apple certainly with features incorporated into their products. In some instances, what would seem as only a dream or movie as seen in science fiction. With fingerprint passwords and passkeys, with your mobile device alone, you can track all of your electronic or electrical devices. Pretty fancy stuff. Excellent for anti-theft for sure. Dell, another example, not included in our top 5 created list, but still who allow for fingerprint passcodes to access your laptop. Speaking of futuristic concepts, let's delve into the Brainternet project at Wits University in South Africa. Researchers there have developed a way to connect the human brain to the internet in real time. This project involves using EEG devices to collect brainwave data, which is then processed and transmitted over the internet. What is an EEG device? I had no idea myself until I researched what it was. An electroencephalograph device. Yes, that's all in one word. Electroencephalograph device. An EEG device. The potential implications for marketing are astounding. Imagine being able to gauge customers' reactions to advertisements in real time, adjusting strategies on the fly based on neural feedback. While we're still in the early stages, the Brainternet could revolutionize how brands interact with their audience. The Swatch Group rebranding white straps in early January. L'Oreal introducing a new product. Nikes based on your week or month's track trends and behaviors. Not for everyone, but sneaker lovers will struggle to resist. Now, let's discuss how marketers are adopting new approaches to creativity in an era where consumers are bombarded with content. Standing out requires more than just flashy ads. Brands are now focusing on authenticity, storytelling, and experiential marketing. Authenticity means being genuine and transparent. Consumers are savvy and can easily spot insincerity. Brands that stay true to their values and connect with audiences on a personal level are more likely to build lasting relationships. Storytelling is another powerful tool. By crafting narratives that resonate with consumers' emotions, brands can create memorable experiences. Whether it's sharing customer stories or highlighting social causes, storytelling humanizes brands and fosters loyalty. Experiential marketing involves creating immersive experiences that engage consumers directly. Pop-up shops, interactive installations, and virtual reality experiences allow brands to connect with their audiences in unique and meaningful ways. Why and how do innovation and creativity promote successful brands? The answer lies in differentiation and engagement. In a crowded market, creativity sets brands apart from the competition. It's the secret sauce that makes consumers take notice and remember. Take Google Pixel 8 advertisement Javier in Frame, for example, where they make you think and feel from the perspective of somebody with a visual impairment. The key empathy builder being that the screen is blurry. The advertisement almost gives you a sense of panic. From the start of the advertisement, you cannot see. I mean, this is strange. It's an advertisement. I want to see the product, service, or message that Google have to offer. In the right environment, these are the sort of emotional responses that Google and the Google marketing team must have been going for. The idea behind the campaign is that anybody should be able to take photographs of themselves, friends, and family, regardless of their disability. This is one of the 9 protected characteristics. I actually mentioned this advertisement on my Medium account in a post titled "A Peer into Google's Creative Marketing Strategy." Without a doubt, a creative, bold, and innovative message from Google. For Google fans, it may even hint towards future investment into a more proactive approach to meditech related product releases. All this creativity with such a positive message from Google could have been held off for release later in the year, with potential synchronization opportunity with the 2024 Paralympic Games. Instead, they released the advertisement during the popular 2024 Super Bowl ad campaigns, known for their extremely high prices and extremely high viewer count to match. This cements Google's power and continued influence in brand impressions. Audience view numbers do not lie, and 6 times more viewers' eyes on their brand was likely the deciding factor to showcase their Google Pixelate and a creative message, a reputation builder, brand stability builder, and lastly, authenticity strengthener. Staying in line with innovative and creativity, several market researchers Chen, Su, Jiang, and Lin featured in the International Journal of Organizational Innovation in their paper titled "Research on the Impact of Cultural and Creative Industry Experiential Marketing on Brand Trust and Customer Loyalty." They suggest that customers simply want more of an experience when they make a purchase. Customers do not simply purchase products, but expect the experience and satisfaction received from products or the added value. This added value is much left to the brand in terms of creativity, with website links or barcodes featured on products which take you straight to a mobile app in which you can experience endless hours of entertainment with your recently purchased product. Some of these experiences include searching their website or app store for new products or accessories to complement your purchase, methods or innovative approaches to using your product, and sometimes even co-creation opportunities with competitions and events. As I search my own phone, an immediate brand that comes to mind who offer post-purchase experience is Size. If you don't know who Size are, they were originally founded in year 2000 as a trainer distributor, which now offer a huge variety of clothing products in addition to still distributing trainers. When you make purchase of trainers, they include different leaflets and information pamphlets within your trainer box order. Then, when you go online onto the app, they promote trainers you may like based on previous purchases. They even store your order for a certain period of time. This last feature no longer seen as creative in the modern e-commerce environment, but when first introduced, a differentiating customer trust building feature. They will store a pair of trainers just for me. That's like if I went into a store. Creative trust building by brands will certainly be a challenge worth studying as a marketer. Continuing with Size and their creative customer journey, they then send you direct email of brand new releases and endless discounts and promotional offers available. Yes, this can sometimes be a little annoying, but if they did not do this, maybe I would consider another distributor to buy my next pair of trainers. The goal in marketing has always been and will be in the future of marketing the creative method or strategy of keeping a customer like me or you engaged through app usage, rewards, and personalized emails to want to buy the product again and again and again. And this is exactly what Shen, Su, Jiang, and Lin are referring to in an academic journal article. Progressive and successful brands focus on customer experience and satisfaction to receive and experience and added value post-purchase brings forth the opportunity for a customer to want to return again and again and again. The Swatch Group rebranding white straps in early January. L'Oreal introducing a new product. Critical analysis of creativity and marketing requires brands to market their product in an innovative way that the customer is aware of what they are going to get, but can actually enjoy the pre- and post-purchase phase. Chen, Su, Zhang, and Lin in the academic journal paper suggest in a fiercely competitive market, customers do not simply purchase products for the function, performance, and efficiency use, but require the experience, verification, feeling, and enjoyment in the purchase process. This concept of sales promotion with experience and verification was first proposed and introduced by Professor Smith in 1999 of Columbia University. Let's take a little while to analyze his past statements. The concept of sales promotion and experience, sometimes unknowingly or without realizing, we are pressured by brands to create and improve our own experience and verification. One example can be with an email post-purchase. The email reads, "Tell us why you enjoy shopping with us for a chance to win a new pair of trainers." You then feel as if you, of course, want to win a new pair of trainers. The incentive is nice, yet in order to do so, you must provide evidence or a little more exploratory answer as it breaks down layers of responses from you as a participant. There are actually some similarities to a private conversation. An unstructured approach can quickly evolve into a critical assessment of brand if the marketer knows how to ask questions. As opposed to this next example, when you open a brand app on your mobile and there is a question, a simple yes or no answer. Are you enjoying the app? Which then afterwards asks if you would like to leave a written review. This is not necessarily a bad thing for a brand to adopt both methods. In marketing, it is a research method called mixed method marketing research, where both qualitative and quantitative research surveys are deployed in marketing planning cycles. Ultimately, how will a brand know how well they are doing or have done if they do not pressure for feedback from the customer, who has just gone or about to go through the experience the brand is creating? If sales are not quite as high as they could be, but products are still selling, promotional campaigns are still running as normal, all big data classifications within the brand data matrix seems to be at normal numbers, what can a brand do to improve? Big data classification. This is deemed as social data, media data, web traffic data including CTRs and SEO tracking, POS or point of sale and transaction data, Internet of Things, IoT data, and lastly, engagement data. This data matrix helps marketers understand what information they need to extract from each data source, which creates areas to introduce or improve creativity. Instagram or social media posts are receiving likes and regular engagement. Discount offers are being used. Visitors both online with CTR tracking measurement methods and in-store customer visitors targets are being met, and they are, as planned in their marketing strategy, being creative with their approach to customers. That said, they may only find areas for improvement by action and review of their creativity programs. Again, the only logical method to improve this is by asking the customer what they enjoy and what they want. This is with post-purchase sales questionnaires, regular review of comments and feedback on social media profiles, artificial intelligence brainstorming sessions, or meetings with the marketing department. Tell me, what do you think about almost feeling obliged to complete a survey or questionnaire? Do you simply skip past? Or do you think it is a good idea to respond to the brands that ask you and leave a review, either publicly or privately? A thought to ponder for some time. If we like the brand we purchase, why not express our opinions to improve the brand for ourselves? A thought to ponder for some time. If we like the brand we purchase, why not express our opinions to improve the brand for ourselves? An insightful way to consider reason for in-depth reviews to help brands that we know and love, ensuring they understand what areas they need to improve upon, helps them improve approaches to creativity, therefore improving marketing innovation of their products. I mean, that means better products for us. Why shouldn't we leave reviews? The idea behind adapting to the future of marketing trends, a major influencer in the future of marketing. I mean, we might enjoy the purchase, but simply feel the experiences and verification we need are not to the standard we would like them to be. Let's try to help our brands understand what creativity we like. This way, brands can feel more confident in their product, and consumers can feel more confident in their purchase behaviors. For my previous podcast, towards the later stages, I discussed marketing managers and more senior marketing director annual salary ranges. These were the actual pay packets that they receive on an annual basis, in some excess of £200,000 a year. Mr. Roland T. Russ highlights the implications for marketing managers and many of the opportunities and challenges that marketing managers will face in the near future. This is exactly why marketers deserve their annual salaries. The reason why I take this perspective is because I want this podcast to give you a much broader perspective into the future of marketing. Not only how brands and products are being creative in marketing, but how those brands and products have been able to get into the position to understand what creativity works or doesn't. How certain brands almost never make the wrong move. If they're not making the wrong move, who is? Or maybe, to the untrained marketing eye, everything is perfect and their brand can do no wrong. Angel marketing, not necessarily a new concept, but something I've termed today. Marketing creatives are constantly testing the market and they are making the wrong moves, but by quickly learning, adjusting and adapting new creative marketing strategies, we simply don't see the mistakes. This is a marketing podcast and I'm giving you this insight as to why we need to understand the future of marketing so we can create and co-create products and services that we continue to love and enjoy. Co-creation, a serious hot topic. Sadly, I will not be discussing it in detail in this podcast. Anyway, within his academic journal titled The Future of Marketing, Mr. Roland T. Russ puts forward that several implications on marketing managers present the following opportunities and challenges. The first within this list is focus on service, an increasing part of the economy for over a century. Perhaps the United States were the biggest on this within the restaurant industry. If you have ever traveled there, you certainly notice customer service is high importance and high value. Mr. Roland T. Russ highlights that information service is the economy's biggest growth opportunity. And again, this is a bold statement, with access to information taking the tech industry by absolute storm. Information and transparency processes by brands and their approach to incorporating creativity and information could certainly impact individual brands and the overall economy. Next in his academic paper, list for marketing managers' focus, avoiding short-term decision-making. The Swatch Group rebranding wax straps in early January. L'Oreal introducing new products. How could this be achieved? It's all about lifetime value. I will disagree slightly, and not every customer is looking for a lifetime brand. Some, me included, simply want to try a new product every so often. It doesn't mean I want to now become a lifetime customer of the brand. That said, the brand marketing managers must consider this, and the more creative they are in marketing with their brands over a longer period of time and a more consistent period of time, the more chances of success they have to earn lifetime customers or lifelong customers. Consistent customer satisfaction plays a major long-term role, and a more central role in performance measurement could be the direction the future of marketing needs to build sustainability in brands. Moving on in this list, I've decided to categorize all AI type opportunities and challenges into one condensed list, although in honesty, they are standalone. 1. Export professional services, utilizing AI to ease language barriers. Simply put, there are excellent marketers who cannot get a job in their own country. Now they can work remotely, do as good or better job with a company who wants them, with the help of AI easily breaking down any communication complications, and exporting professional services introduces new cultural creative avenues for brand successes. 2. Managing AI and HI, which is human intelligence. Maximizing creativity by utilizing AI is excellent. A brand can produce an entire year's worth of written articles, posts, and media content in 1 week, simply by using the right command prompts. Not only content, artificial intelligence's pivotal role in market research and analytical assessment work. A well-designed algorithm can monitor, record, and track customers or potential customers through CTR monitoring, SEO tracking, and engagement, which means a marketing manager can predict trends much easier than if they had market researchers conducting traditional research projects. This leaves managing of AI and HI, artificial intelligence and human intelligence, in extremely high importance. Take moving a set of marketers into a creativity project instead of having to conduct the market research themselves. They can still conduct the market research using AI tools, but focus on implementing tactics to increase customer engagement. The next two, again, within the AI umbrella. Personalize for the customer and employ adaptive personalization systems. Both of these closely link with the entire personalization process, much of which is strong and established with leading brands. These leading creative brands such as Nike, Apple, Coca-Cola, Dove, and Old Spice noticed quickly that by introducing personalization, they were building loyalty, building a trusting relationship with customers that would last. Some of you may have noticed that this at times seemed like a personalization race, with well-known trusted brands and personal information being hacked or leaked information, major damage to brand reputation. Something different creative brands within the social media environment are all too familiar with. Often the target of such hacking and data leaks. You have to imagine here though, a brand or group of investors who have the funding want to sell their product to make huge profits, but no, they need to invest heavily into marketing for them to actually understand their market demographic. This allows them to avoid creative failures, an easier method to understand marketing their product to customers and creating accurate marketing objectives may be a temptation too difficult to resist. Hence, some of the reasons behind large-scale personal data leaks or personal data purchases and information hacking. The creativity has to come from somewhere. That said, majority of investors and brands simply go to a market research agency, pay for the data, and deploy their creative marketing team to work on a campaign. If, however, suddenly they are offered information to get their hands on geodemographic statistical breakdown figures with direct emails or contact information, interests of people and potential customers, exactly where they go to spend their money, what days they go, what is motivating them to spend, the amount of money they spend on average, then again we can understand why these data scandals exist. A growing or much in need brand will of course pay to get access to information to increase sales. These are large data sets we're talking about here, and even the agencies, the companies and organizations who are constantly conducting market research don't always have access to this information. A major talking point in my upcoming podcast, Ethics in AI Marketing. Other factors for consideration within Mr. Roland T. Russ' academic journal, The Future of Marketing That Should Boost Creativity, creating feeling jobs, leveraging IoT or Internet of Things, taking advantage of the inequality of wealth, and lastly, avoiding seeking the past. Unless, of course, the marketing strategy was extremely successful. Brands can simply sample ideas and creative techniques, reinventing them in a new, creative, and innovative way. A worthwhile read within the International Journal of Research in Marketing, Mr. Roland T. Russ in his paper, The Future of Marketing. I have, of course, extracted this information for my podcast, like I had done in my previous podcast, as a way to highlight what creative brands are doing or need to do going into the future of marketing. I like the way there is a thought-provoking, informative writing style by the author, and this is why I have chosen to feature the academic journal as I have done. Continuing now with innovation and creativity, the answer, as we have discussed, lies in differentiation and engagement. And how both of these two elements are achieved requires marketing managers to push boundaries they have otherwise not done before. Again, the crowded marketing industry where creativity cannot be beaten all until the latest advertisement is released. Just what is this secret sauce? A good marketing director, for example, will track and know a lesser known brand who is influencing a market industry with creativity, clearly building interest through creative approaches and heading in the right direction, or pressing all the right buttons. Or to reterm the phrase for marketing, getting the customer to press all the right like, comment, and subscription sections on their touchscreen. If they did the same within their own organization or a larger scale, it would likely be successful. Again, a crowded marketing industry and at times leading brands and competition forcing each other to follow trends. Innovation drives progress. By continually evolving and experimenting, brands stay relevant and ahead of the curve. Creative campaigns that push boundaries often generate buzz and attract media attention, amplifying their reach. Moreover, creativity fosters emotional connectors. When consumers feel a brand understands and resonates with their values, they're more likely to become loyal advocates. In essence, innovation and creativity build strong, lasting relationships with customers. Last comment before we go on to our next segment. If you have gone online or have any interest in fashion, brand Louis Vuitton have opened a new 5-story flagship in New York City, Manhattan. The external design may be the major talking point, with the popular Louis Vuitton suitcases stacked on top of each other. This creative store opening attracted attention of not only customers but A-list celebrities. Some of these were Bradley Cooper, Cynthia Erivo, Martha Stewart, Jennifer Connelly, and Nina Dobrev. And if you did have a hangover, there is a cafe within the new store, a perfect opportunity to grab a coffee. The brand's first ever cafe and chocolate shop. Doesn't this not only complement Louis Vuitton's creativity in fashion, but newly introduce hospitality towards the entire customer experience? This is exactly how successful brands creatively engage customers. A creative and strategic trend-setting approach to bring customers back in store while shoppers are making purchases online, securing purchase and a customer-considered experience, similar to how Chen, Su, Zhang, and Lin suggest in their academic journal. The Swatch Group rebranding white straps in early January. L'Oreal introducing new products. Innovation drives progress. By continually evolving and experimenting, brands stay relevant and ahead of the curve. Creative campaigns that push boundaries often generate buzz and attract media attention, amplifying their reach. Moreover, creativity fosters emotional connections. When consumers feel a brand understands and resonates with their values, they're more likely to become loyal advocates. In essence, innovation and creativity build strong, lasting relationships with customers. Let's look at some statistics on the new businesses and the factors affecting their successes and failures. According to various studies, around 20% of new businesses fail within the first year, and about 50% fail within the first 5 years. The reasons for failure are multifaceted, and once again, let's go to our co-host to read a list of reasons why they fail.
Creativity, lack of innovation, and failure to differentiate from competitors can lead to stagnation. Investment, insufficient funding, and poor financial management are common pitfalls. Product or service design, a poorly designed product or service that doesn't meet consumer needs will struggle to gain traction. Timing, entering the market too early or too late can impact success. Brand positioning, how a brand is perceived in the market is crucial. Poor positioning can lead to consumer disconnect. Marketing, ineffective marketing strategies fail to reach the target audience. Bad luck, sometimes, external factors beyond control, such as economic downturns, can affect business success.
Definitely really important factors. And understanding these factors highlights the importance of creativity and strategic planning in building a successful brand. Even sometimes with the most creative idea, the most innovative service solution, the marketing campaign can fail. This certainly does not mean the brand or business is a failure. Simply the timing was not correct. Maybe large organizations are planning another move, which quickly dampens any buzz or attention your business may have received, or maybe the creativity involved with the marketing campaign is excellent. Yet, the product or service isn't what people are looking for. Again, that doesn't mean that marketing cannot carry a product. By carry, I mean simply the marketing is so good that the product still sells. There are some products that survive simply based on their strategic marketing intelligence. Dare I say, Evian, a brand that sells water. I mean, you can go to the tap, turn it on, and you have safe drinking water. Yet bottled water still sells. And Evian's marketing strategy makes you want to be or become a customer of theirs. Strategic sponsorships in golf events, for example, or the director's cut advertisement of a hiker, a recent advertisement on the adventure for water from the French Alps, with him on such a tough journey, hallucinating different creatures and people having fun in the snow, referring to how difficult it is to hike. 1. The fact that water comes from the mountains. 2. And without water, the strange effect on the human mind and the human body. A creative advertisement and concept that should be continued. Finally, let's explore some emerging technologies that are set to boost creativity in marketing. The last visit from our co-host in this episode as well to read the list of technologies. How fitting.
Number 1. Artificial intelligence. AI-powered tools can analyze consumer data to generate personalized content and recommendations. Chatbots and virtual assistants enhance customer interactions. Number 2. Augmented reality. AR and virtual reality, VR, AR, and VR offer immersive experiences that captivate audiences. Brands can use these technologies for virtual try-ons, interactive ads, and virtual tours. Number 3. Blockchain. Blockchain can enhance transparency and trust in advertising by verifying the authenticity of ads and preventing fraud. Number 4. The Internet of Things. IoT devices collect valuable data on consumer behavior, enabling brands to create hyper-targeted campaigns. Number 5. Voice search and smart speakers. With the rise of voice-activated devices, optimizing content for voice search is becoming essential.
Thank you to our co-hosts for their efforts today. And these technologies not only enhance creativity, but also provide new avenues for engaging with consumers in innovative ways. I mean, voice search and smart speakers. Since the introduction of Siri from Apple, voice search has become something where some people can't live without. And they don't even consider typing as before a basic search. A basic search is now simply picking up their phone or going to their laptop or whichever device they use, maybe a tablet, and actually asking the software the question. There's no consideration into, I'm going to Google it. It's simply, I'm going to go and ask. I will go to Google still, but I will ask it a question using voice search. The smart speaker is picking up on different maybe questions that you may ask and compiling a list of answers to these questions. Almost like having a free mini personal admin, or if you pay for a small monthly subscription and having an admin. Augmented reality and virtual reality and the experiences that they offer, again, almost like referring to the science fiction environment where you can put on a VR headset and all of a sudden you're in a whole new reality. Some of them actually quite expensive as well, and probably worth the money. Again, these technologies and how they affect the creativity of marketing is definitely something that people should look out for. People should look out for and people should consider, because They are going to continue to change the marketing industry, definitely going into the early 2030s. And if we look at the digital metaverse, for example, there's even fashion brands. Fashion brands, what is it that would possess a fashion brand to venture into the digital environment? I mean, it's fashion, it's clothing, it's a tangible product. Yet the non-tangible market is thriving. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, with their digital products in the digital metaverse, people are buying them. Gucci fans, Louis Vuitton fans, they're actually buying digital products. You can go into a VR headset and be a fashion VR hero, which is actually incredible progress in terms of technology and the creativity which is offered by brands. And that wraps up today's episode of Rome's podcast. We journeyed through the world of creative brands, explored the future with the Internet of Brains, and uncovered new approaches and technologies shaping the marketing landscape. Remember, in the ever-evolving world of marketing, staying ahead means embracing creativity and innovation. If you didn't notice, this podcast episode was created with the help of an AI chatbot, using specific prompts that I had designed, and I don't think it did too badly. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you found this episode insightful. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave us a review. Until next time, keep pushing those creative boundaries. Something new, eh? Okay, we're now on episode number 2 of 3 or 4. I'm not completely sure whether I do 3 or 4, but episode 2 either way. And we're just going to go over this